Hello everyone, namaste. Welcome to yoga with me, myself, Karolina. I'm covering for Dave, and it's beautiful weather. Finally, we did nice preparation last week with the cooling breaths. If you watched last week yoga, if you don't, we're going to continue. And it's lovely and warm, but we may feel sometimes a little bit sluggish when it's too hot. It's like we feel heavy, so we're going to do something about it today. And before we start, just a few technical things. I'm going to use a strap today, and I found some, like actually the band, the elastic band. I couldn't find my strap, yoga strap, but you can use whatever you like. It might be a towel. Roll towel, might be just normal belt, so you have time to prepare. If you're watching this live, or if you are watching the recording, you can stop and just prepare your prop and the yoga block as well. You may find it helpful at some point. If you don't have a yoga block, just a book will do the job. But we're going to start with meditation, a little bit of sound healing, as always with myself. So sitting any comfortable position, cross leg, legs extended. You may even lie down for a moment. Just bring the attention to yourself, bring the attention to your breath, and just observe. Observe how the breath is going through the nostrils, in and out. You may close your eyes. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. So we want to prepare ourselves for the practice, yoga practice, trying to log out from the external world. So to log out, we need to bring the attention instead from our heads to our breath, to ourselves, to the sensations in your body. The breath is really slow and smooth. Feel the weight of your palms resting on your thighs. Every inhalation you're lengthening, every exhalation you're grounding. And then let's listen to the sounds of our breath. So as you inhale, feeling the sound is going through the nose and through the back of your throat, and as you exhale, even more through the back of your throat, this ocean sound. And this sound is bringing us to the present moment, this moment of meditation. You may hear some sounds from the outside of the space you are in. Just acknowledge them and let them go. The same with your thoughts. Just observe them and then let them go. Now a bit of sound from the singing bowls, just to ground you a little bit more. just coming out from this meditation, taking a deeper breath. So as you inhale, you're going to expand your belly. Create the belly as a big balloon. Open the chest, open the collarbones, hold, and release through the mouth. Inhale. Spread, create the space, find the expansion, hold on top. Exhale. Good. And then we're going to start with some cooling breath, but before we do some breaths, let's stretch, shake the legs. If you're lying, just come to the seated slowly, and then find your comfortable position. It might be cross-legged, might be kneeling position. I'll come a little bit closer to show you the technique. Trying to get sorted my light because yours a bit better, but if not, it's okay. Yeah, we've got the lightening. So I showed you last week, but if you haven't watched the episode last week, just to show you the technique how you do the cooling breath. So you have two waves. The first is called Shitali, the other Shiktali. Shitali, you're taking the breath through the roll tongue, so you're rolling the tongue like that. I'm not sticking the tongue to you. So you're rolling the tongue and you're taking the breath through the roll tongue. And then exhale through the nose. And you're finding this straight away a little bit cooler, a little bit nicer, refreshing for your body. The second one is Shiktali, and then you're taking the breath through the teeth, clenched teeth. Basically, it's like a fake smile. And relax. So whichever technique you're taking, it's completely fine. It's the same benefit. Just the advice is you may alternate this. You may just take a breath through the roll tongue, the second through the teeth, or just find the one you like. And then we're going to do few rounds together. So I'm coming back to my space. So taking the deep breath through the nose first, all the way through the nose. And then let's start with the cooling breath. So relax the palms into your thighs, relax the shoulders, lengthen the spine, and let's start this. Let's do 7 rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful, nice, relaxing. This breath you may find you feel a bit more relaxed and refreshed. It's like a nice feeling, and in really hot weather it's really getting you to this like more the cool effect in your body, like cooling your brain. So you can practice this a little bit longer and yourself like 10, 15, 20 repetitions or like few minutes. It's really good for pregnancy if someone pregnant is watching us as well. So yeah, I found it really nice. So just starting with some movement, and then let's bring the palms into your heart center. As you inhale, open the elbows to the side, chest forwards. As you exhale, rounding the spine, palms together, elbows together, forearms together. Inhale to open. So you notice now like you're doing this like a seated cat and cow movement. It's okay if you have your legs open out to the side, if the cross leg position is not comfortable. And you can add a little bit faster movement if you want to energize yourself a little bit more. So moving forwards and backwards with the pelvis. And release. So this session is designed for everyone. So if you've never practiced yoga before, you can easily do this session, just sometimes to taking some variations. It's a gentle practice. So we're going to do the movement with the pelvis now, circulative movement. It's actually good if you change the cross of your leg, so you have a bit different sensations. So moving. It is like a spiral motion. Then maybe exaggerating the movements as you're moving forwards, send the chest forwards as you moving backwards around the spines. A little bit cat and cow, adding here. Great. And then placing the palms next to your hips, grounding the fingertips, reaching the right arm to the sky. As you exhale, bend to the left, opening the right shoulder, looking towards the hand. Or if the neck doesn't feel right, you can look down towards the left palm. But trying to find this length and stretch as much as you can, pressing the right sitting bone to the mat, expanding through the right hand. And then coming back center, switching to the other side. Bending, lateral bend to the right. You can always walk the palm a bit forwards, dropping the elbow down. You can do some pulsations in here if you feel alright with it. And releasing down. Reaching arms to the sky this time, interlace the fingers, tear the palms up. And as you exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, bend to the right. One more round on each side in your own time, in your own rhythm. Beautiful. And then let's go to the twist. So we're twisting to the left first, right palm onto the left thigh, right finger and left fingertips behind you. Inhale to find this length. Elongate the spine, and then as you exhale, twist. Twisting from the middle spine, looking over the left shoulder if it's possible. And then changing the sides. Inhale, reaching up, maybe interlacing the fingers, stretching the arms. Exhale to the right. Deep inhalation, deep elongation. Twisting. Perhaps you want to slightly bend your elbows, and then you feel like the chest is getting wider. The chest is always proud in your twist. Sitting bones grounded. And releasing. Good, you may stretch the arms once more to the sky, interlace the fingers, turn the palms out. And as you exhale, draw the arms forwards, round the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, forwards. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, forwards. And reach up. Exhale, arms to the side. Maybe breathing out through the mouth. Then just slight and slow rotation of your neck. So we planting the fingertips to the mat, open the arms. It's like a pyramid shape. And then let's draw the left ear to the left shoulder. Hold for a moment. Move the right shoulder down. And then semicircle, so chin to the left side towards the chest and all the way to the right side. Then opening the left side of the neck, stretching to the right, holding here, and coming back through the semicircle, so chin to the right, center, and all the way to the left, and then gentle rotation. So always recommend, I don't recommend a full circle, I recommend more semicircles with your leg, because it's really, neck is really sensitive, so we try to avoid a full circulation, just moving from side to side, opening up a little bit higher the chest and the chin as you reach the shoulder. Marvelous. And then come back to the center, palms into your thighs. We're going to send the feet to the left or to the right, palms in front of your knees. Come into your hands and knees position. So moving the hips from side to side. We want to wiggle the hips. I'm going to do this like a tailbone wiggling. And then as you wiggle to the right, stop here for a moment. Just turn all the pelvis to the right and look over the right shoulder. Looking over the right. You may tuck the toes under. You may find this comfortable. And then we're going to go to the twist. So walking the hands towards the right side as much as you can. And still looking over the right. Good. And then come back to the center. Turn to the other way. We're going to wiggle the hips to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Hold for a moment. So you're feeling the contraction on the left side and extension on the right. And then coming into the twist, walking the hands all the way to the left, looking over the left shoulder, finding a bit more extension on the right side, and coming back to center, moving the hips forwards and backwards. We want to move forwards, pressing the balls of your hands, spreading the fingers so you feel the sensation on your wrist. Moving hips forwards, backwards. And then now we're going to do a side plank variation. So you're going to extend. Let's start with, so you've seen me move, so let me move here. So you're going to turn the right foot out from your mat. Pressing the right palm to the ground, you might send the right palm slightly forwards, a little bit away of your shoulder, not too much. Another option is to use your brick and place the palm on the brick for the support. Then left leg is extending to the side. My singing balls here. So you're pressing the outer edge of your left foot to the side, pressing nicely, opening your chest. And then reaching the left arm to the sky, holding here, breathing, pressing the left thigh, left knee to the mat to engage your left thigh. Pelvis is reaching forward, stay bent down, stretching. Then maybe you want to extend the left arm over the ear. Breathe. Option to stay here, option to go to the half moon variation. So you may send the left leg on the level of your left hip and trying to engage in here. Some of you can go farther for the back bend. So you can grab the left ankle with your left hand, opening the shoulder. It's an option to use your belt or strap if you have here. If you want to try, you can wrap it around your ankle. And as you're in this shape, you want to send the left inner thigh down, opening, looking up, and releasing. So expanding as you come to the pose. So first the half moon, sending the left foot down to the ground, left arm up, and coming back to center, bending the knees. And then finishing in the child's pose. So opening the knees wide, sending the tailbone back, and just resting in your child's pose. It might be any variation. So You may extend the arms forwards, forehead down. You may find the brick and place the brick underneath the forehead just to ground. You may send something or cushion or brick underneath your sitting bones. And just stay here for a moment. You're resting in your child's pose, relaxing your arms, relaxing your wrists, sending the tailbone back to the heels, finding the release in the sense of letting go in this pose as your heart is closer to the ground, to the earth. Perhaps you practice this yoga outside, which is really recommended. Then you can smell the grass. It's lovely. And then we're going to do another side. So when you're ready, slowly walk the hands towards the knees, lift yourself, and then come back to your hands and knees position. Turn to this side. And again, a few rounds of moving the pelvis forwards and backwards. Okay, and then let's prepare our half plank variation. So turning the left foot out, extending the right leg to the side. As I said, slightly left palm maybe in this diagonal line with the shoulder, a little bit more support, or finding the brick, placing the brick underneath the left palm, and then reaching the right arm to the sky. And then feel the expansion from your arms, from your right leg, right side of your foot, outer edge of your foot towards the right fingertips. Chest is proud, pelvis slightly forward, tailbone down, right hip open. Just enjoy this pose. You may look down as well if the looking up is not serving you today. Taking another breath. And then some variations. So variation number 2, lifting the right leg on the level with the hip, engage your glute. This is really nice. Send the right thigh down, the right inner thigh down. Option to go to the back bend, grabbing the ankle or using your strap in here. So opening the knee back, right shoulder back, lifting your chest, looking up and sending your right inner thigh down. Balancing in here. Great, and release. So slowly coming back, half variations. Oh, we haven't done this one, so we're going to stretch the right arm over the right ear. Still the right foot is on the ground. Really reach the fingertips, find the length, and release. Amazing. And now we deserve to rest in the child's pose again. This time, maybe you want to go to the child's pose, coming onto your forearms. You can create support for your forehead, placing one fist on top of it or of the other, and just sending the forehead there. If you want to go to the full variation, of course, you're welcome. Take a few deep breaths in here. Nice. We love the child's pose. It's our favorite. Nice. And let's come back from the pose, coming to the hands and knees, and from hands and knees, another favorite pose, downward facing dog. So spreading the fingers really wide, sending the palms forward, stacking the toes under and sending the hips up. Walking your dog, bending the right knee and left. Really feeling the movement on the back of your thighs and calves. If the downward facing dog is not serving you, stay in your hands and knees, and you may do your cat and cow. Just to show you, cat and cow, open the chest as you exhale, round the spine, okay? Otherwise, continue with some movements in your downward facing dog. And then finally come to the static pose. You may bend the knees to feel Have your thigh bones are going really high. Press the palms to extend the arms. Elbows slightly out, shoulder blades down towards the pelvis. And then we're walking the feet to the front of the mat, finishing in our ragdoll pose. So grab the opposite elbows, leaning down. Inhale, exhale, breathing fully out through the mouth. And with the next inhalation, slowly, or rolling the spine to standing, or pressing the feet, engaging through the belly, reaching up. Exhale, palms into the heart center. Taking a few deep grounding breaths in your Tadasana pose, mountain pose. So swaying the feet forwards and backwards. Swaying the body forwards and backwards on your feet. So as you're swaying forwards, come onto the toes. As you're leaning backwards, come onto your heels, lift your toes. Good. Nice grounding exercise. Massaging the balls of your feet, massaging all the points on your feet. Acupressure points. And we're going to do something for our arms and shoulders using our straps or belts. So find them. Open the feet as wide as yoga mat, or hip distance apart, a little bit wider hip distance. Grab the belt in two hands, just trying to find the right length. So if it's wider, it's a little bit easier to lift it up and back. If it's a bit more narrow, it will be a little bit stronger. So you choosing maybe taking a bit wider to begin with. We're going to inhale and lift the belt with the arms to the sky, over the head stretch. And as you exhale, bringing back. You can bend the elbows to begin with. And you can just have your elbows bent all the time. Or trying to extend the arms if it's possible. As you inhale, lifting up. As you exhale, forwards. As you inhale up, exhale backwards. As you're lifting up, exhale forwards. And then continue in your own time. As you're exhaling back, squeeze the shoulder blades. And this is lovely for your arms, especially if you have the work sitting at the, it's like at the front of the computer, the desk. So we may feel we tensing and hold lots of stress in our shoulders. So this is nice to relieve this stress and stretch. And relax. Well done. We're going to put the belts to the sides and then shake your arms, move the shoulders, roll the shoulders, move the head a little bit. Next one, we're going to the forward fold with the arms interlaced. So interlacing the fingers, squeezing the shoulder blades, feet hip distance apart or a little bit wider. And as you inhale, bend forwards. So we're going to bend. You may bend your knees. Show you from this side. Bending the knees, going halfway, and then stretching the knuckles to the sky as much as you can. Some of you can go farther, so you can go to the full forward fold if it's possible. Some of you can extend the legs and it's completely fine. If you want, you can keep the knees bent all the time in here and stay here for a few breaths. Long exhalations. And release. Slowly coming up. Bend the knees, press the feet, engage through the belly. Rising up. Leaning backwards, bend the knees, lengthening backwards. And release. Shaking your arms. We're going to do a balance today. The balance is a tree pose. A tree pose is really nice to ground ourselves, and if you're in nature, as I suggest today, it's lovely to practice. We just focus the gaze on one of the trees or the plant, and then just meditate in this pose. So we have a few ways, few variation as always in yoga. So first one, the toes are on the ground and the heel comes to the side, the calf. So starting with the left knee bend, right leg is grounded, right foot is grounded. You may even reach the toes off the ground and plant your foot. Micro bend the standing leg. And then place the palms into your hips or the palms into your heart center. And that's already a balance, and that's already a tree pose. So sending the left knee out, pelvis slightly forwards. Option 2, left foot on the calf. Option 3, left foot on the inside line of your right thigh. And choosing the variation. Don't worry if you trying a few times. Coming back and looking, so the gaze is really important as I mentioned, so you want to fix the gaze on the point. We call this drishti, the gaze in Sanskrit means drishti, and you're looking, just really locking the gaze on something. Option 2, extend the arms to the side, bending the elbows, just finding the best variation for your balance. If you have the palms next to the chest, yeah, the balance is getting harder for me, so I'm going to stay on with the toes. So pressing the palms together, so creating this resistance, and pressing the foot to the calf, to the thigh, heel to the calf, just to find the balance. Just let's find a few breaths here. And release. Let go, shake the right leg. And then we're going to do the left side. So left leg, the left leg is the root of your tree. So you're going to spread the fingers, spread the toes really wide, send them to the ground, find a grip in your left foot. Micro bend the standing leg, lift the right knee. Sometimes you just can lift the knee, and that's the tree, just trying to find the balance. You can go to the wall, go to the support, and finding the way to doing your tree pose, opening the knee out, pelvis forwards, palms into the chest, send the shoulders back, press the palms actively, press the right foot to the left leg, wherever you are, fix the gaze and hold, concentrate, meditate, few breaths. And release. Beautiful. Let go, shake. And then we're going to go down to the mat through a yogic squat or goddess pose. So we did goddess last week. So just to remind you, goddess, you have the heels inside, toes outside, bending the knees, tapering down, opening the arms out to the side. Just finding the static variation of finding the movement coming into the star, bending the knees and elbows, coming to the goddess. So you can choose if you want to go to the yogic squat, so you shorten the stand. You may use the bricks or the books underneath your heels, and then you're going to the complete squat, elbows inside your knees, palms into your heart center. And here you can find the dynamic variation too, if you like. So the dynamic variation of the Malasana squat, you may create a mudra with your hands. So index fingers out, the rest fingers interlace, arms extended down, looking down. And as you inhale, you're reaching up to the sky with your arms extending the legs. As you exhale, squatting down, looking down. As you inhale, reaching up. So wherever you want to go, just do it. Practice with awareness. This one is quite energized. So if in the weather like that, hot weather may find, you can add a little bit of breath work, release breath work, going down more round. Good. Refreshing, definitely. Palms into the chest, spreading the knees with your elbows. If you're in your goddess, stay in your goddess for a bit longer. And release. Relax the palms down. One hand back, the other forward. Dropping the hips. If you're in the goddess, come to the top of the mat. Bend forwards, bend the knees and come to the seated pose. So finding your way to the seated position. May shake the legs a little bit more. I need to have a glass of a little bit of water after this movement. But it feels great. It's really good for the lower back as well. It's good to open the hips. So we're going to do a figure 4 in the seated position. So I go onto the side, maybe a little bit closer to you to show you first. So figure 4, we're going to support ourselves, so palms backwards, fingers facing the body. We're going to extend the right leg first completely and send the left ankle on top of the right thigh, left knee out. So that's really easy, figure 4. You might stay here, especially if you have any problem with a hip, with a knee. It might be even tough to do it a little bit higher. So the next stage, you're bending the right knee and coming for the final stage so you can plant the right foot to the ground. But of course, that might be quite hard, so you can always extend the leg and just practice this variation, or even practice the movement. So left knee to the chest, left knee down. Okay, so you choosing where you want to be is always the yoga practice is, we're teaching, we say we are teachers of yoga, and what does it mean? I like to say we're guiding, and I'm guiding you, I'm giving you variation, I present my knowledge, but you are your own teacher. Basically, you are your own teacher, because you in your body, and you know the sensation, and you know what to do, you feel. So I like you to tune now into your left side. So where do you feel the sensations? Left hip, left thigh. Left foot might be flexed. It's really helpful to stretch your calf. One more breath. If you want to do a little bit crazy thing in here, you can go into your core. So if you want, turn to this way now, you can lift your hips. So really stabilize your arms and shoulders, press the palms, and then lift the hips and squeeze the glutes and hold. Breathe and release. Good. Relaxing the left leg, shaking everything. This shaking movement is really good. Shaking the arms, shaking the legs. And then we're going to the other side. So starting easy with the left leg straight, right ankle on top of the left thigh closer to the knee, tuck the toes, open the right knee. So as I mentioned, if this is too much to bend the left knee, you can just go to this movement, knee up and down, find a little bit of the it's like a more movement into your hip, and then trying to go to the full figure 4. Adjusting the heel closer to the body maybe, and you feel more sensation on your right side, right glute, right hip, shoulders back, chest is broad. Okay, so you can stay here if you like to make it farther. Go a bit to your core strength, lifting the hips up, lengthening the right knee forwards, squeezing the glutes. Some of you can drop the head back. So really press through the left foot to engage your glutes. And release. Well done. shaking everything. And now we're ready to go on our back. So come onto the top of your mat, finding the space behind you. We might go to restorative variation of shoulder stand. You may choose this one, or you can just completely chill in the bridge pose. You have two options. You can use your brick, or you can use a cushion or bolster. I have a bolster in here, so I might use the bolster. So placing the bolster underneath the knees or your brick or your cushion, and then leaning back. So you can go to restorative variation, so sending the elbow down and then going onto your back. Sending the support or brick or your cushion or bolster underneath your sitting bones. So you're lifting the pelvis up, sending the hips down onto the brick, onto the bolster. So make sure if you're on your brick, the sacrum is on your brick. It's not your lower back, it's the sacrum. So the space between the tailbone and the lower back. And if you're on the bolster, you're planting the sitting bones there. And you may stay just like that in your supported bridge, which is lovely. A bit energizing, still restorative, but the heart is higher than the head. So the head, the blood comes into your heart, into your brain. And then in that kind of weather, when it's hot, you might feel this is beneficial. But if you want to go and do something more beneficial for your legs, especially when it's hot, the legs are getting swollen, you may lift them up. And this is a restorative variation of shoulder stand. We call this Viparita Karani. You can do this with just lifting your bum with your hands. That's quite strong for your arms, but we want to rest. So we have the arms slightly away. Option 2, send your legs up to the wall as well. It's a nice support. And then you might create some movements with your feet here. Some circulating movements. And this is really nice as well. In the pregnancy, it's really good posture. Releasing all this, it's like a swollen, the pressure out from the legs. And we're supposed to do this pose like every day, some like the squatting positions and the legs up to the wall every day, because we usually don't do this anymore. We don't squat anymore. We don't lift our legs up because we're always walking, sitting and standing. So yeah, look after yourself and do yoga, a little bit of yoga every day. Just a few more breaths in this pose. Just connecting to the abdomen again, the chest and collarbones. Exhaling, feeling like everything is going down, you're melting body to the ground, the legs are up, still up. Just tuning into the support underneath your hips. Let's take one more deep breath through the nose and all the way through the mouth. And then bend the knees, drop the feet to the ground. Finding if you like to find a bit more energizing variation of the bridge, lifting the hips, releasing the support to the side, holding the bridge for a moment. And as you exhale, dropping the pelvis. Counter position is a spinal twist. You may bend the elbows and send the knees to the left and to the right, swaying. And then finding your Shavasana. You may still have your bolster or cushion underneath the knees if you're in your Shavasana. I'm slightly aware of your body. Or you can go to the side, just staying in the side Shavasana, or just seated. where you feel comfortable for your final relaxation. Close your eyes. And then just allow the breath to be natural. Breath is steady. You're relaxing your face, relaxing the legs, the arms, the front body, the back body. The whole body is relaxed. Then those sounds are grounding you, bringing you to this moment, the moment of meditation. And just for a moment tune into your heart space. And just wishing yourself well for this love and kindness meditation. Just thinking about yourself. Just saying to yourself, may I be happy, may I be well, may I be at peace, may I be loved. And then sending this loving kindness to someone you really like, someone from your family, your friend, your child. And say to this person, may you be happy, may you be well, may you be at peace, may you be loved. And then thinking about the person you don't really know well, which is like neutral for you. Maybe it's your neighbor, maybe someone from the shop, you're going every day doing some shopping. Just think about this person. And then send the love and kindness. May you be happy, may you be well, may you be at peace, may you be loved. And then think about someone you don't like, you dislike, someone you had a conflict with or you have. And send a love and kindness to this person. May you be happy, may you be well, may you be at peace, may you be loved. And then think about the whole world and just send the loving kindness to everyone. The love, kindness and peace. May we be happy. May we be well. May we be at peace. May we be loved. And then slowly you're going to release your Shavasana, taking another breath. Breathe out and just stretching any direction. Stretching the arms to the sky and over the head, maybe squeezing the muscles of your body and just finding the comfortable seat. If you prefer to stay a bit longer in your meditation, you're welcome. Continue with your rest. And otherwise, we're going to finish the session together chanting Om, the universe and sound, creating the vibration in ourselves, the healing vibration. So place the palms into your heart center. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Wishing you well. Namaste.